Welcome to The Public's Health, the show that puts you, the public, into public health. It's brought to you by Alameda County Public Health Department Media Productions. Last episode, we saw a stage play created by drama class students to raise awareness about the importance of water. Now watch how those students turn the camera on each other and expose the inside story about the playmaking process. Their instructor also reveals surprising behind-the-scenes details. Have you ever been disappointed to find a public water fountain in dirty or unusable condition? Learn what local students did to inform the community about the condition of water fountains on their campus. We asked persons on the street their opinion about the recent Supreme Court decision on the Affordable Care Act, sometimes called Obamacare. See how close their opinions match yours. Meet the winner of our Facebook Youth Video Contest, sponsored by the Health Department. Now here's Nursing Director Angela Ball to introduce her to you.
Our Health Department recently sponsored a youth video contest on Facebook called 24 Seconds to Change the World. All the videos were about health-related subjects. Let's have a look.
To die or not to die? That is the question. Because chemical food dyes are cancer-causing, first we need to do our research and eliminate them. After this, we need to replace them with natural dyes. Research your food choices. Eliminate chemical food dyes and unhealthy food additives. Make changes for a better tomorrow.
Help us end hunger?
That's the stuff I like to grow for people.
Oh no, you didn't. It's food like you that make our world ugly. Pick up their ways and put in proper place.
Okay. Sorry, we are sorry.
Worst day of my life. Your brother, look what your so-called friend posted about you. Not again. Do they always do that?
%of all kids in the U.S. have been bullied over the internet. 1 in 12 have been bullied more than once. Nah.
We're pleased to share the winning entry with you right now. Following that, we'll interview the winning video maker.
Stop! Do you know what you're eating? Do you know where it comes from?
It's fried chicken from a farm.
You may think of a farm as a happy place, but really it's more like a factory. They feed the chickens genetically modified corn and chemicals until it's too fat to even walk. Don't let them do the same to you.
Can I get some of that salad?
Sure.
Joining me is Callan Porter Romero. Callan, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the video and the subject matter that you chose.
Well, I just graduated from Oakland Technical High School, and I realized that I'm really interested in nutrition. I learned that on my trip to Ecuador, which was the summer of 2011. And I realized that I want to study the nutritional values in fruits from all around the world. And then I am a part of this internship at Children's Hospital called Faces for the Future. And I talked to my internship coordinator, And I told her about my newfound interest in nutrition. I begged her that I wanted to be a part of some sort of internship that included nutrition. And she told me that there was a new upcoming project at KDOL, and we would be making videos and public service announcements about the obesity epidemic. I asked them to stay for an additional semester, longer than anyone at KDOL.
Oh, wow.
And they let me do it. And so, second semester, we learned about this contest, and I was like, oh, we have to do this. We have to do this. And so when we tried to come up with a subject, I was like, nutrition, we're doing that.
So you want to protect yourself and your family from mosquitoes and West Nile virus. Do you need to set a fancy trap, wear a special suit, draw blood from a chicken, or take a throat swab from a crow? Leave that to the mosquito abatement district. You can empty standing water around your home, fix your screen doors, wear long sleeves, or use a repellent. Visit the Health Department website or call 510-783-7744 for more information on West Nile virus.
Would you like anything else to drink? Yeah, could I get another soda? Sure.
Can I get some more water? This time with the lemon, please?
Yes.
You know, Brian, maybe you should start drinking some more water.
No, I'm good. Trust me. I always knew that water, helped with your body and stuff, but I never realized it went to, keeping your nails nice and your skin clear and all that.
Well, I thought the process was interesting because it allowed for the kids to think, to be analytical, come up with some choices and decisions. What we did was basically we're given a project idea.
We couldn't decide on an idea or a project to do because we also had so many great ideas. It was so hard to even put them all together.
So what they did was talked about the importance and the need for water. They brainstormed different scenarios of why water is effective, who it affects, and some fun things about people that don't drink water, like including acne and bad hair and nails.
Water is very important. Why? Because it makes your skin look awesome. And I'm not just saying that because it was said in a scenario, it's actually true.
They had a lot of fun with the brainstorming process, but then once we got serious, we took a series of different ideas, some of the best ideas, and they crossed out the things that were silly and ridiculous, and used some of the best ideas that they thought would work.
We were able to come up with a scene together about water.
So we did split it up into two groups, and both of them were different scenarios.
That's what I learned. Cooperation is everything.
Our objective being, what is it that we could use to perform that will get the attention of a student audience?
Our targeted audience is youth, our group, so we learn how to pull their attention to get them to drink water. It's telling why water is important.
And I think they came up with some fun scenarios in a restaurant where someone was shocked that their date asked for a Coke instead of water.
Can I have a soda? The nerve!
They wanted to have fun with it because they all agreed that if it was straight informational, that the audience would be bored. But everything was true in what they were saying, but they wanted them to leave with a smile.
And had fun making the scenes and stuff. It's kind of corny, but that's what made it fun.
We took about a week in the process of getting the material written, taking all the ideas, putting them together, then condensing down to what really we think are going to work, writing the dialogue, and then from that, casting it the best people from class who we thought could portray that character, and from that, taking it to the stage and trying out some different things.
Skin looks amazing. What do you do?
Thank you. It's my doctor. He just tells me to drink water, 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 and it helps.
Me too!
We tried out some different situations, we tried out some different locations, and just kind of smooth things down to what really would work. And then practicing that, we took about a week rehearsing what had been written, and then you guys came in and filmed it. Now, it was a interesting process in the filming.
The thing I enjoyed most was just like, I don't know, I like the rap. It was a lot of fun.
We got to dance to the rap at the end.
I know what this scene needs. It needs a rap. Oscar, Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, just look at the last page of your script right here.
Rapper script?
Sodas and juices ain't come compare, and hydrating your soul that comes from where? The water supply that is in your bottle, not plastic that's trying to be a role model. Sodas and juices, they only destroy your skin, your teeth, your energy that only annoys your concentration and hydration.
Had this big chant. What was the chant? Stay hydrated to be hydrated.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Stay hydrated to be hydrated.
Stay hydrated to be hydrated.
Okay, I gotta go. Dominic, your backpack. Dominic, your backpack.
But this is real world school, and bells go off and alarms go off and doors open and close and phones ring and just things happen.
Wow, that was what I needed.
Dude, what's up with that?
Calm down, I'm just throwing away the water bottle.
Do you know what happened if everybody threw away a recyclable water bottle?
There will be millions of water bottles floating around the city.
Not just the city, the world.
So I'm trying to teach the kids to be as professional as possible, and distractions come all the time. So when you're on stage, you've got your objective is to convince the audience that you are who you are trying to portray that you are. So breaking character is unacceptable.
Without water, you are not who you're supposed to be. You're not the person you can be.
I learned the benefits of drinking water and how it can help and change your life, which I wasn't really well informed of beforehand.
Yeah, I actually learned more about water, and I was able to be creative with coming up with our own scenes, so it was pretty fun.
You should drink water for better social appeal. Yes, so you can look fancy and hot.
I love my students. I love my students very much. I think my role as their teacher is to let them know that I do care about them, their growth and their development, their skill, their dedication as artists. I'm here for them, and they know that. And because they know that, they want to do the best job that they can for me.
What did you learn about the importance of drinking water through this project?
I actually learned about a lot of things. Water is the necessity of life.
East Bay Mud wants you, our customers, to have safe drinking water always. In situations such as an earthquake, you can prevent contamination to your home's water supply. Just turn off the East Bay Mud valve at the meter. Here's how. Locate the East Bay Mud valve, usually in a below-ground box. Raise the lid with a screwdriver. Turn the valve to the closed position. Most East Bay Mud meters look like mouse ears, so remember, just bring Mickey's ears together. Once more, locate the East Bay Mud valve, raise the lid, and bring Mickey's ears together. This was brought to you by East Bay Mud in conjunction with Alameda County Public Health Department.
"70% of the human brain is made up of water, and the same percentage of the earth is covered with it. The importance of drinking enough water is as old as thirst. Today, clean fresh water access is still a concern. This series illustrates Alameda County Public Health Department efforts to ensure that the young in our schools have access to clean, fresh water."
My name is Robin Sakamoto. I am a dietitian with the Alameda County Public Health Department Nutrition Services, and I work in the middle school-based health centers that are in Oakland Unified School District. So as part of the water campaign, one of the big components of it is a nutrition education and dental education piece. These were natural fits with the promotion of drinking tap water for health. We were fortunate enough to be able to partner with UCSF nursing and dental students, as well as Alameda County Public Health Dental Services, to be able to put together a nutrition and oral health integrated curriculum.
Or just one? I think both. Both, good. Very nice. They keep you hydrated.
We use an academic standards aligned curriculum called Take Back the Tap. This is a curriculum that was put out by Food and Water Watch as a basis for the curriculum that we're going to be presenting to students over a week-long period. We use this as an academic template and platform to be able to integrate nutrition and oral health activities into the existing curriculum. So UCSF nursing and dental students actually developed those lesson activities, and they will be co-teaching with the teachers in middle school classrooms to deliver the week-long curriculum. As part of the lesson, we talked about the amount of sugar that's in different beverages, and we were able to do a calculation of the amount of sugar in popular soft drinks based on the information from the nutrition facts label. We also talked about the effects of sugar on energy levels in students. And we talked about how starting out your day with high sugar beverages such as soda would really cause that crash in energy pretty early on in the morning. We used a plastic bottle that had been a quarter filled with oil to allow students to visualize how much oil was being used to produce the plastic bottles that they were drinking their bottled water from. And we showed students visual examples of all of the plastic trash that has been discarded and accumulated in the Pacific Ocean, and then the effects of plastic trash on wildlife and the environment. That example was an albatross with its stomach filled with plastic trash. One of the initial inspirations around the water campaign was the Tapped the Movie documentary.
To us, not to this corporation.
We've got to start to do what we're supposed to do, not what the industry always asks us to do. Think everything's okay?
We wanted to make this available to all of the schools. So what we did was we purchased a copy for all of the schools that we're working with, and also developed a movie discussion guide and worksheet that went along with that movie and placed them in the school libraries. And also, for some of the campuses, it worked better for them to be placed at the school-based health centers. One of the initial reasons why we started the campaign was some of the students at the school-based health centers that we work with did raise concerns around the condition of the water fountains on their campus. What we thought of was to do a photo voice project with the students to be able to document the conditions of the water fountains on their campus. It's a type of project that anyone can engage in to raise community awareness of a particular issue. So a group will use photos as a way to document a particular issue in their community. In this case, the students used photos of their water fountains to document the conditions of their water fountains on campus. All of the students will be receiving water bottles as part of the water campaign. So all 9 campuses that we work with, the students will have stainless steel water bottles with student designs printed on them. And with those water bottles, a really exciting partnership with OUSD Nutrition Services is actually allowing us to be able to establish hydration stations for the students to fill their water bottles on all of the campuses that we work with. The Photo Voice project, the photos, as well as their photo analysis tool of TAP and the proposals of things that they could do about their water fountain conditions, in addition to the survey results, those two are combined, and some of the students had the opportunity to present their findings to their principals. In addition, we're looking for opportunities for the students to be able to present their findings to folks at OUSD Buildings and Grounds and Janitorial Services as a way to make a difference as part of this project.
I think it'll make our country better, stronger. It's all about preventive health care. And also, too, it puts the responsibility onto the individual, which I think Republicans should like. I mean, aren't they all about making you more responsible for your life? And why should why should healthcare be on the public dole? You know, I know people who have had heart attacks, and it costs the state or private healthcare over $100,000 to save their life. And I questioned him after he got out of the hospital, and I asked him, don't you think everybody should deserve the health care that you received?
Well, I totally agree with the Supreme Court decision, because I work at Kaiser Hospital and I also work at Highland Hospital, and the face at Highland Hospital is a lot different than the face at Kaiser Hospital. And the Affordable Health Care Act would, I don't know, I guess everybody would get to see all the faces of Oakland and everywhere. So I agree. Well, it wouldn't affect me because I have the health care benefits, so I'm able to go everywhere, but I have family members that aren't able to go and, get treated. So personally, it's a great decision.
I think it was a great decision, and I think that the president and the Supreme Court is moving in the right direction in spite of all of the opposition that he has had and prior presidents has had trying to institute a national health care program. It's ludicrous that a nation of our wealth and our standing in society does not take care of all of its citizens. Now, the insurance companies and those people who are profiting from the insurance companies naturally are heated, to say the least. But they benefit from our ill health. So why shouldn't we benefit from our prevention of ill health?
I know that look, Mom. What's up?
Honey, I think it's time I talk to you about HIV and AIDS.
I have something to tell you, too.
You do?
Yeah. Did you know that teen girls are at risk for HIV/AIDS?
Well,
and that 1 million Americans are infected with HIV? And about 1 in 4 don't even know it. I wish everyone could just be cool about getting an HIV test. Now, what did you want to say?
I'm so glad we can talk about this stuff.
Tell us a little bit more about the collaborative process. What was it like working with the other filmmakers?
At first we started creating what we wanted to talk about for nutrition, and we came up with the idea based on other research that we found, like from inspiration from the movie, what's the movie called? Food Inc.
Oh yes, yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, that was really informative. And so we came up with the idea of showing people, well, teens like me, what exactly is in the food that they're eating and how there's GMOs in the corn and how it's really unhealthy and how it will make you potentially become obese and have diabetes. And so there we did the animation. We had to draw every single thing out on paper. Then we had to scan it into the computer. Oh. Then we had to go on Illustrator and go over each shape and make sure that it was correctly done to match the drawing. Then after the animation was done, we had to, of course, film the real life portion of the video, which was at my house. And I got to hold the boom, which was really fun because it's really heavy. And so that was really exciting. And then we had to make sure that when the face got fat, we had to, when he eats the chicken and he realizes what the effects could be of eating unhealthy food. You have higher chances of becoming obese and you have higher chances of diabetes. And so we had to use After Effects to show the really, really exaggerated overweight of him in the future, in his thoughts. And so we had to do that with After Effects. And then the music, we had to use that from GarageBand. And finding every specific sound for like the chickens, the cage dropping on the chickens, and the thunder and lightning, every specific second counted, and it was fun. It was challenging, but it was fun.
Well, it sounds like making a 24-second video was quite challenging given the different technical aspects to your project.
Yeah, I mean, we all worked really well together. Everyone had a little job, and we all talked. We all met up at the end of the day and talked about our progress, and it was a great experience.
It sounds like you have a bright future in nutrition education and also possibly in filmmaking or video making. So tell us a little about what your future plans are.
Well, I'm going to be a freshman at UCLA.
Wow.
So, and I'm going to be studying ecology and evolutionary biology, which I'm hoping to do something with in the healthcare area, like with medicinal plants. But there's also a food science class there that I really want to take, and there's also other nutritional classes that I'm hoping I can take there. And I was hoping maybe, I don't know, throughout my years there, I will take some film classes because I really need to increase my skills.
It sounds like you really enjoy that process.
Yeah, and I really want to go into public health, and I feel like the obesity epidemic is something that is challenging America now, and it needs to be stopped, and we need more help in that area. I learned so much about nutrition and obesity, and I realized exactly what I want to do with that experience is go into public health and nutrition.
Well, we want you to definitely come back to the Public Health Department at some point in the future to help us make videos that we feel would also be beneficial to the community, especially around nutrition education. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.
Thanks for watching The Public's Health. Please see our YouTube page at HealthTubeAC, our Facebook page at ACPHD Media Productions, the ACPHD website at www.acphd.org, or call for information at 888-604-INFO. See you next time.
you.